It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. Their stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a god. Go hard with a rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. On my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk, take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clarity, yeah. Determination, laser focus.
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway here in England. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch 98 tonight. So we got man.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Roethlisberger. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll try and run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. The 30-yard line. Not today. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Liz.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
You draw Corcoran.
It's a pickup of 3.
Right.
2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Ran out. 26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They fake the give. Now Rodgers looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. They've got his man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On play action, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Javon Hargrave, his 2nd sack of the night. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. First carry for James Conner. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 49 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And able to find Graham, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 24.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They start the drive with Connor. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Here we go.
As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 40 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rodgers now off the play fake. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Williams loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
132 fighter.
Here's Rodgers. Off play action. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, take 26.
Off the play fake. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for it. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down now, it's Connor. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Coming in. Easy.
Across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, 95 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And the catch made by Johnson. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
All right, now, block 80! Don't get nervous. Alert.
What's tight? Tight is right. Forward out.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Steven Nelson. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the work.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shot. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard, but hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game.
know you sad about it, know you sad about it.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. There's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. This is Carson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there, 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's got Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett. 28 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, gave him great field position. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, here's Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Ready? You ready? Check, check, check!
Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Breeze to throw for it on 4. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 48 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
We go 21, 64, weak.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Breeze now to throw. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Yellow lady. Over. Opposite.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
95-56.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. A.J. Klein able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Go, D. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing again. Wilson. Buying time to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Wilson, making sure that one didn't find its target.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Wilson now throwing again. Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
56.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Myers' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
What? 56. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check, check, watch 54. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Coming this way, here we go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did a sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Mike, ready? Yellow 80. Kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up.